Are you ready for Pesach? In order to get ready, the Chassidish Parsha would like to invite you to a series of explanations directly from Torah Or and Likutei Torah on the whole concept of Pesach. Matzah, Yom Tov, Shabbat. We'll be discussing all of the following. Tonight, we'll be focusing on the difference that happens between Shabbat and Yom Tov. The Alter Rebbe explains that on Shabbat, there is the revelation of Chokhmah, wisdom. On Yom Tov, there is the revelation of Ema, which is Bina. What is the difference? To understand this, we have to first understand the intrinsic difference that exists between Abba and Ema, Chokhmah and Bina. Chokhmah is Koach Ma, the power of what is, the power that is just above our understanding, something which is aloof, something which is a level of revelation which is so great that we cannot grasp it. Just like the creation of Yesh Me'ayin. Suddenly, from nothing, something comes out. There is a great power, a great distance between the creation and the creator, between what is being revealed and the person that is actually receiving this revelation. It's so great, it's above human grasp. This is the concept of Chokhmah. And this is what the Alter Rebbe explains, the revelation of godliness that happens during Shabbat. On Yom Tov, on the other hand, Yom Tov is called Zman Simchatenu. It's a Zman, a time of joy. How can you experience joy? You can experience joy only when it comes from Ema, from Bina. Because Bina is a process where just like one link of the chain goes into the other, the light of God diminishes itself from level to level, and every level is able to appreciate the level above it. It's able to feel itself and appreciate the level which is just above it. So it's a different type of feeling. And therefore the Alter Rebbe says, that's why on Yom Tov, we have a mitzvah of simcha, while on Shabbat, we cannot have a mitzvah of simcha. Because simcha is something which is murgash, which is felt. And the Alter Rebbe gives an example and gives us a pasuk from Hallel. We read the Hallel on the night of Pesach and during the holiday of Pesach. And we say, Moshiv yakeret habayit, em abanim semecha, hallelujah. He says, we bring back the essence of the house, the lady of the house, the one that takes care of the house. We bring her home. We settle her down, and she is happy. She's able to experience joy. And he goes to explain that Bina, being that it's not the level of Emma, this level is just like this mother. This level of Bina is able to go down during the weekday into the mundane, into the level of Bria, creation, Yetzira, formation, Asiya, the world of action. But there it's stuck. It's stuck within that realm. And therefore it's like a barren woman, like an akara. It's not at its full potential. But what happens on Yom Tov is that suddenly that Ema is able to go to Atzilut and receive from the level of Bina. And over there, it's able to receive of the great light and get its splendor again and nourish everyone that it had a connection with that light. You see, Bina is different. Bina is already the level of understanding. It's not aloof. I feel a connection to it. I'd like to give a personal example to illustrate this. It's just like a Jewish mother. A Jewish mother during the week, she has so many roles. She's going to go running and taking care of the kids, feeding them, taking care of the husband, taking care of the house, taking care of everything, you don't see her glory. You feel connected to her, but you're not really able to appreciate the glory of the Jewish mother. But when the holiday comes, suddenly, as she wears her garb, as she wears her special Shabbat clothes, suddenly that mother which has been involved in all the details of the house, which are limiting details, she is suddenly at her level of glory. She shines. And everybody in the house is able to appreciate this value. So too, what happens with Emma is that Emma, during the weekday, is caught up in nourishing and nurturing the lower levels. But on Yom Tov, it benefits of the higher levels, but doesn't abandon the lower levels. All the lower levels benefit. We can certainly understand now, and this is me adding an explanation, why in the Talmud of Masechet Beitza, Daf Tet Zayin, over there it says there's a difference between Shabbat and Yom Tov. Concerning Shabbat, it says Kulo Lashem. It has to be completely for God. While Yom Tov, Chetzio Lashem, Chetzio Lachem. Half for God, half for you. Meaning that on Shabbat we say, Mekadesh HaShabbat. God, you sanctify the Shabbat. Meaning it's something supernal. It's something so high, it's above us. And therefore, on Shabbat, it's so much above us that we can only have the Oneg Shabbat. We have a pleasure of Shabbat. While on Yom Tov is already a level of Mekadesh Israel ve'azemanim. God sanctifies the Jewish people, which are the ones that establish the new month and establish the holidays, and they sanctify the time, and therefore through the Jewish people, time is sanctified and holidays are sanctified. And therefore, we benefit, we're able to enjoy it. Because Bina, Ema, is about feeling. When I feel the pain, I'm able to feel the joy of getting out of the pain. When I feel the state of mourning, I get out of mourning, it's a liberation. When I feel the level of sadness and I get out of it, I understand, I feel the process. This is the level of Bina. And that's why during the holiday, during the festivities of Yom Tov, this is a time of Simcha. Simcha is something that is felt. And therefore this Yom Tov, especially this Yom Tov this year, where it falls, Shabbat and Yom Tov fall together, there's a very, very special power that's revealed in the world. So when you enjoy the Yom Tov, enjoy it with all your heart. When you do something physical, and you eat, and you drink, and you're around the table, understand that there's a mitzvah to be besimcha. At this moment, you're elevated to another level altogether. In the next video, we'll be explaining what happens on Pesach.